That I always give example. They went India, they take everything. British, they went India, they take everything, but they did never take their names away.
Welcome back to the Ravasha Family Podcast. We're here for another special episode. And guys, this is a reunion. There's been a while since you've seen an episode out, and we're getting back to it. So we're happy to be back here. And Dad, welcome, and how do you feel?
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I'm good. And I'm growing every single day. And now I'm the voice of African identity. So I want that title. I want to continue to tell young Africans to take back the identity, to be aware identity of Africans. It's the key of their life. Yeah. That is my voice. That's the purpose I want to live in each African mind, especially the young one.
When you say take back identity, what do you mean?
It means it's why African have names for white colonial. Why do we have Christians' names? Why do we have Muslim names? So the names have been given by other communities because the weak of our ancestors and also was maybe the powerful for the other colonial mind. And when you want to destroy a community, you take away their identity. And that's how they did. So when you have Africans who have Christians' names or European names, so those belongs to the Europeans. The one who has Arabs' names, Muslim names, so those ones belongs to Arabs. That's how they divide Africans through the religion. So African were divided because of the weak of our mind. Even now we don't understand it. We have these names with European names, not because we choose them. No, we have been given to them. And that is why it's the consequence. It's the inferiority complex always we carry in our mind because we carry other people's identities. That's why it changed. And for me, I'm sad even you haven't taken it as African, as young African. I know you changed your name, but it had to be proud in the mind of Africans. Why somebody came to Africa and what first he did is just to interfere how African one names their children. Why did he do that? Why did you white people need to do that?
But remember what you always say, it comes down to economics. Was it a business decision? And has that business benefited them until today?
So to control them, of course, to take away everything. If you take somebody away his identity, his belief, so it's easy to take out their minerals, easy to take out whatever they have.
That's what I'm saying.
There.
So was it like an investment decision?
It's not an investment, that one. It's just put people down. Yeah, you are nothing. There, I always give example. They went India, they take everything. British, they went India, they take everything, but they did never take their names away. They never take their identity away. That's why you should respect Indians, the people who have been colonized in this world, who knows who they are, who knows what their culture is, who knows what their belief is.
Well, like when you say it like that, it's true. If you go out in this world today, an Indian, they have their beliefs, they have that sense about themselves, they have their names. You can see they have that cultural identity.
Yes. because we've been colonized, but the British, they allow them to continue to have their names. But the consequence after that, when the British went away, so what they did, they had to make sure Pakistan and India that had been divided, because now there were Muslims who have been invaded there. That is why it's become India and Pakistan. Those they are one country. They were brothers and sisters.
So before that was just one place.
Yes.
So who divided them?
The one who become Muslim, so they came out from India, they go to create Pakistan.
So do you think that's a war between the Muslims? Like, what have they done so well?
Is it Muslim?
Because before it was just the English.
Yeah, no, but you see, religions, they've been there before. Yes. Hindus, they were there before. But you remember, Muslim, they travel, they conquer many places. So Muslim, they become like white. They've been invading everywhere, because maybe through trade, because a lot of things there they travel. So the more they travel is where they conquer. So that would mean is they. So when they reach a place, they say, okay, this is our place. They have to take our religions. So that all it means. Or they can live their own people, but and then they took the whole place and then they change people. So that when you change people, it means it belong to you. See, now
That's crazy.
it's not crazy, it's just intelligence. It's just in the mind. In Nigeria, people still killing Christian and Muslim, and they're black, they're the same language, the same culture. But always they're still thinking we are different. Still thinking we're divided.
Wasn't there something in the news with Nigerian Christians getting killed? Something?
That I'm saying this war is still there, because some they are Muslim, they're African, they're Nigerian, other ones they're Christian. And because always all those other countries they still influence the religion. So it's so sad, because the religion take God with them. And the religion is just belief. And I told you, believe also Muhammad is more economic. Believe with Jesus, it's a merchandise.
No. You said Jesus was more economical.
Yeah, yes.
And the Muslim was more natural.
Yes, emotional. See, you go to wash your toilet, you use water. Water is free, and water is cleaner. But a white had to use toilet paper. It had to be manufactured in the thinking. So the whole world should be embracing to use water.
But
because before toilet paper comes, they were using water. Because the water is nature, is free.
But the white man did a good job to convince you that toilet paper is normal, and people who use water, that's weird.
Yes,
and that's natural.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
See, that is the market. See, the reason why market that was mean. It's product, but it's cool because it's creating job. So if everybody now was using water, there will be no factory for toilet paper.
And there's people that pay their kids' school fees in those factories working. So let me ask you, because we can go on a tangent on that topic. How does a young child who's watching this, who have just heard this 13 minutes, however long we've been going for, you tell them, okay, take back your African identity. What are some practical steps that they can take to be able to do that?
Yeah, so you remember our parents, they're the one who gave us the name. So when you're a younger child, you don't know where you're born from. You don't know if your family is Muslim or more Christian when you're African. So whatever belief you're growing up, you don't choose it. And then you end up in that way. and they keep pushing, teaching those beliefs. When the child go, they take you. If you're Muslim, they take you to mosque. If you're Christian, they take you to church. So to continue to be in that belief. So normally, it's us, the parents, who should be aware of that, because we're already grown up. We already experienced life where we are exposure. So it's the same as me. After I was 50, I thought always that is the name. I thought that is how life is. Until I travel, until I see other community, as I say, why these other people have continued to have their names? Why us only we change our name? Why do we have French name? See, now there are many people, Africans, who recognize that, but they didn't say it. They say, oh, it's too late, so we can't do nothing. So most people, Africans, I tell, they know there was something wrong by naming. We have these names. We know there's something wrong. We know there's these people did that. But because we are still weak in the mind, we have even not that gut to change it. We know the issues. We know the mistake. We know we should not have taken these Africans' names, European names, or Arabs' names. They know the history. We've been having our name. In Rwanda, the king who refused to be baptized, who refused the white name. So the Belgian, he agreed with them. He refused. He gave the power because he want not to go. He said, I will not be baptized. Take the power. They give the power for his son. His son, they baptized him. The son ruled. But the king, Yuhi Musinga, he refused. So, yes, that is the mind of person is there. There's many Africans who didn't want to do that. But because maybe the majority Africans did it. You see, Africans were the one who destroyed our own. So the educated one, they think they are high class. So they have to have white names. So that when they came back home, so that's how they push now to destroy what was left behind. So education for Africans up to now is not working for Africans. It's still working for the colonial mind because it's come to from religious. India education work for Indians. That is the difference. That is why they know what education means to continue to invest in their culture, to protect their culture, to protect anything. They learn not to destroy their belief. They learn to build the infrastructure, to build whatever it is. That is why the difference is. That's why the difference of colonials in Africa and the colonial India is different as we destroy our own. But the Indians, they protect their own.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.